Hello folks, and pleasant good evening to you here from Liberia, wherever it is you're watching us from. My name is Diamond Slanger, and you're welcome to this fact-finding and assessment tour of reports that we getting that members or officers of the Liberia National Police have been seen not in close proximity to the CDC's headquarters, but in and around the YWCA area and the Catholic Junction area. As to why the deployment, we firstly want to establish that there are police officers deployed around the Catholic Junction area and around the YWCA. And for those of you who know Liberia that well, you know that the YWCA area is just in proximity to the CDC headquarters. It's just opposite the residence of former Vice President Jua Howard Taylor, and it's not that far from the CDC headquarters. But first thing, we want to establish whether or not there are police officers that are deployed there. So that's the reason I'm making my way there now. The CDC has also announced a massive press conference. We have our crew there to bring that press conference live once it's on the way. Remember, the Liberia National Police, through its Inspector General, Colonel Gregory Coleman, earlier this afternoon in a video broadcast, did say that on tomorrow, the 23rd of August, just a day before Liberia's Flag Day, that the Liberia National Police would carry out a court-ordered eviction of the former ruling party, that is the Congress for Democratic Change, from its headquarters that had some legal issues, and subsequently the case was ruled on. It was opined by the Supreme Court in favor of Dempster, who has now been placed in possession of his property, or would be placed in possession of his property once the police carries out its eviction. But we are on this mission to establish whether or not there are police officers around the YWCA area, around the Catholic Junction, whether it's an early deployment. So this is the headquarters, or soon to be former headquarters, of the CDC, if the police carries out the eviction on tomorrow. We can show you. Sorry for that, I'm looking at the holder, but we want to see whether or not there are police officers as being reported. We're almost approaching YWCA. Remember, the CDC has called for its partisans to attend a mass meeting. They're having a press conference on today. As to what will be said in that press conference, we do not know, but this is a police pickup just here around the YWCA. So this is one police pickup. Will turn and get back, whether or not the officers are in the YWCA compound, but I do see one police pickup there. I'm not seeing officers within the compound of the YWCA, but I'm making my way to Catholic Junction to see whether or not there are police officers there as well, and then we'll turn and get back to this end. So one police pickup we all have seen. It's around the YWCA junction. It is not very close to the CDC headquarters. As to what's their mission, we'll see if these officers can speak, which we know that they are most likely not to speak, whether or not it's just a routine patrol, or whether or not it's a reconnaissance patrol, whether or not they want their presence to be known. We'll see how that goes, but let's just turn into the Catholic Junction area and see. But so far, we've seen just one police pickup, and not, police officers in mass numbers. As to what their mission is, we'll seek to inquire as well, whether it's in relation to tomorrow's planned eviction. In fact, the Liberia National Police also issued a traffic circular. They issued a traffic circular a few minutes ago, and this is what they had to say according to the LNP. This is what they had to say concerning vehicle movements for tomorrow. It's a traffic advisory for Saturday, the 23rd of August, and it says vehicles coming from Pinsville will be diverted onto Old Road via Nigeria House, and then vehicles coming from Central Monrovia would turn and be directed into the Old Road via Kalando Junction. So that's the main Old Road junction. For vehicles coming from town towards Pinsville will be diverted through the Old Road to come out of Catholic Junction, and then vehicles coming from Pinsville to town will then use the Catholic Junction area, pass through Old Road, and get on the Totman Boulevard from that end. So there will be absolutely no vehicular movement tomorrow in between Catholic Junction all the way to Old Road via the Totman Boulevard. The police have said all motorists and pedestrians are strongly advised to follow police instructions and cooperate with traffic officers on duty. It says the LNP urges everyone to remain calm, peaceful, and law-abiding as we carry out our constitutional duties in service to the Republic of Liberia. So this is in relation to tomorrow's eviction exercise of the Congress for Democratic Change to be carried out by the Liberia National Police. Once the press conference is on, we will bring you that press conference live, but this is just to authenticate reports coming in. We've gotten a lot of calls. People say, oh, we see the police, they're gathering around the CDC headquarters, and as part of our job is to provide you factual information, not hearsay and they say and sentimental news, but to be able to provide you with information that is reliable and credible. So yes, we are around YWCA as reported by one of our callers. Yes, we do see a police pickup. There the police pickup is, but is it mass deployment? I cannot tell you that for sure. I will just go in, turn, and give you a view of what I'm seeing. So there is one police pickup, one officer, as you can see, standing there, the other standing. We want to see if whether or not this is just a restriction on bike riders. As you can see, there is a barrier there for bike riders not to get onto the main Totman Boulevard, and I'm peeping in the YWCA compound as well. I do not see police officers there, and this is just the road after YWCA going into, and this is what it is. So we thought it wise, as always, to bring you the information as it is, rather than just leaving it as that. So let me turn and go back, and I'll see if I can ask those officers, which I'm very sure they wouldn't speak, as to whether or not they're here on traffic enforcement or what is their mission, vision, ambition. All right, so there you have it. So this is just solo police pickup that is just opposite All right, folks, so I'm sorry about that. Needed to take more calls. All right, so this is what it is. This is the situation. We only see one police pickup here. We see just two officers sitting there, and they're not in any way obstructing any movement or anything for that matter. We just want to see if we can talk to them. Hello. Yeah, so I'm Diamond from Spoon. Diamond Slanger from Spoon Network. So we got some reports that you people were deploying around here. I just want to know if it's your regular traffic or stop that you on or any special ops. That motorbike regulation you're on? Oh, so you're in here in relation anything? All right, thank you. Thank you again. All right, so you listen to them. They said they're not on any special ops. They just here for the motorbike restriction. That's why they here, because the bike riders will always try to use the back road here to get on the Totman Boulevard and evade the restrictions put in place by the Liberia National Police. So they're not here on any special ops, just their regular traffic enforcement. All right, so there you have it. You got the first-hand information. This is the CDC headquarters. As you can see, their guys are still there, and there is going to be a press conference, and our crew will definitely take that press conference live. All right, folks, that is the information we have for you. Yes, there is a solo police pickup, a lone police pickup, 2 officers, and they spoke and said nope, they're not on any special ops. They're just there to enforce the traffic regulation. But we'll keep our eyes and our ears, everything focused here, as tomorrow, the 23rd of August, the Liberia National Police have set that date as the eviction date of the CDC, the Congress for Democratic Change. A couple of years back, Liberia's ruling establishment. My name is Diamond Slanger, just from in front of the Invincible Park here along the Totman Boulevard. I'd love to tell you thank you for watching, and do watch once we go live with the CDC's press conference. Bye-bye.